Okay, so finishing up our direct variation quiz, we are on number 12. It asked us to, in a direct variation equation, y equals 15 when x equals 5. Now we know if we know y and x, we can find k. So we're going to write our direct variation equation, which is this equation. But in order to write that equation, we need to know the value of k. So to do that, we know that k is equal to y divided by x. We can also see that when we plug in 15 for y and 5 for x, if we were solving, we get k is equal to 15 divided by 5. We get k is equal to 3, and now all we have to do is plug in k into our direct variation equation. So choice D was your answer. In part B, it says solve the equation of direct variation. So again, you're solving the equation y equals 3x when x is 10. So it's just wanting you to plug in now x for 10. So 10 times 3 gives us an answer of 30. Okay. In number 13, you were told the number of gallons of water used to make dishes. So it takes 12 gallons to clean 60 dishes. So that is your ratio that's given to you. And then you're looking for missing parts to other ratios that would be equivalent. So in number 1, I'll call this number 1, you've got 12 gallons for 60 dishes. So you were missing the number of gallons. You were looking for how many gallons when you have 480 dishes. So that's just setting up your proportion. 60x is equal to 480 times 12. And if I do that, I get 5,760. One step of dividing by 60 would give us 96. Okay. I'm going to do that for each of these. You can pause and look at my work if you would like to do that. This was number 3. This is number 4. And this is how you would set up number 5. And each of your answers are given there. In question 14, you had to graph a line. We know that if we have a proportion, we know we're going to have the origin 0, 0. So you had to put that point on your line. And then it also gave you the unit rate. It says that the sloth travels a speed of 6 feet per minute. That's 6 feet per 1 minute. We know that means y divided by x. So x is 1 when y is 6. So if I look at my x-axis, x is 1, y is 6. This would also be a point. So your ordered pair would be 1, 6, and 0, 0. If you have 2 points, you can connect them to build your line using this button that was provided for you. Okay, in number 15, you just had to tell whether or not each table was proportional. Again, if you're given x and y, you can divide y by x to see if you have the same unit rate or the same value for k. So in each of these, I have it set up as y divided by x. And you can see that A was not proportional, B is not proportional, C is proportional, where K would be equal to 2, and then D is not proportional. In number 16, you were looking at a graph. I believe this is the same graph that we saw earlier that has on the x-axis peanut butter in tablespoons and protein in grams along the y-axis. So it says, which statement describes the meaning of the point 630? Well, 630 means that x is 6. We know x-axis is tablespoons. So I've made a little note here that this would be 6 tablespoons in 30, has 30 grams of protein. So the statement that matches that would be D. There are 30 grams of protein in 6 tablespoons of peanut butter. Just this little notation of annotating within our word problem to say, okay, 6 is x, and x-axis is in units of tablespoons, and 30 is our y value, and 30 is in units of grams. Really helped us to eliminate everything else that was there. In number 17, we were looking for unit price. So we know that would be $9 divided by 1 1/4. If we divide, we get 7.20 per pound, which would be our unit rate. All right, guys, that was the end of your quiz. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Bye.